Spirits, in the context of this video, refer to entities or energies that are believed to exist in the spiritual realm. In various cultures and belief systems, spirits are viewed as powerful entities that can influence human behavior, emotions, and even health. While some spirits are considered benevolent and helpful, others are seen as malevolent and harmful. In this article, we will discuss 6 spirits that you must avoid, according to the Bible. The spirit of fear. Fear is a natural emotion that can be helpful in certain situations. For instance, fear can help us avoid dangerous situations or motivate us to take necessary precautions. However, fear can also be crippling and debilitating, preventing us from fulfilling our potential or enjoying life to the fullest. The Bible warns against the spirit of fear, stating, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. The spirit of fear is often associated with anxiety, worry, and doubt. It can lead to physical symptoms such as sweating, trembling, and rapid heartbeat. The Bible encourages us to trust in God and seek His protection and guidance instead of giving in to fear. "When I am afraid, I will trust in you." Psalm chapter 56 verse 3. The spirit of pride. Pride is another spirit that the Bible warns against. Pride is characterized by an excessive belief in one's own abilities, achievements, or importance. It can lead to arrogance, selfishness, and a lack of empathy for others. The Bible states, "Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." Proverbs chapter 16 verse 18. The spirit of pride is often associated with envy, jealousy, and greed. It can cause us to focus on our own interests at the expense of others and lead to conflict and division. The Bible encourages us to humble ourselves and seek to serve others instead of seeking our own glory. In humility, value others above yourselves. Philippians chapter 2 verse 3. The spirit of jealousy. Jealousy is a powerful emotion that can lead to destructive behavior. The spirit of jealousy is characterized by resentment, suspicion, and envy towards others. It can cause us to become possessive and controlling and lead to unhealthy relationships. The Bible warns against the spirit of jealousy, stating, "For where envy and self-seeking exist, confusion and every evil thing are there." James chapter 3 verse 16. The spirit of jealousy is often associated with insecurity, fear, and low self-esteem. It can lead to negative thoughts and actions towards others, such as gossiping, backbiting, and slander. The Bible encourages us to love and support one another, rather than competing or comparing ourselves to others. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 4. The spirit of anger. Anger is a normal emotion that we all experience from time to time. However, the spirit of anger is characterized by hostility, aggression, and a lack of self-control. It can cause us to lash out at others and harm our relationships. The Bible warns against the spirit of anger, stating, "Be angry, and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath." Ephesians chapter 4 verse 26. The spirit of anger is often associated with resentment, bitterness, and unforgiveness. It can lead to destructive behavior, such as violence, abuse, and retaliation. The Bible encourages us to seek peace and reconciliation with others, even in the face of conflict. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. Romans chapter 12 verse 18. The spirit of lust. Lust is a powerful and often uncontrollable desire for sexual pleasure. The spirit of lust is characterized by a lack of self-control and a focus on physical gratification at the expense of emotional and spiritual connection. It can lead to destructive behavior, such as adultery, pornography addiction, and sexual abuse. The Bible warns against the spirit of lust, stating, "But I say to you that whoever looks at a woman to lust for her has already committed adultery with her in his heart." Matthew chapter 5 verse 28. The spirit of lust is often associated with selfishness, objectification, and the devaluation of others. It can lead to shame, guilt, and a sense of spiritual emptiness. The Bible encourages us to seek purity and holiness, honoring our bodies and respecting the bodies of others. Flee from sexual immorality. Every other sin a person commits is outside the body, but the sexually immoral person sins against his own body. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 18. The spirit of deception. Deception is the act of misleading or tricking someone into believing something that is not true. The spirit of deception is characterized by a lack of honesty, integrity, and authenticity. It can lead to confusion, mistrust, and a sense of spiritual darkness. The Bible warns against the spirit of deception, stating, "For false Christs and false prophets will rise and show great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect." Matthew chapter 24 verse 24. The spirit of deception is often associated with manipulation, control, and the desire for personal gain. It can lead to spiritual blindness and a lack of discernment. The Bible encourages us to seek truth and wisdom, testing everything against the standard of God's Word. Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits, whether they are of God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. 1 John chapter 4 verse 1. In conclusion, the Bible warns us to avoid the spirits of fear, pride, jealousy, anger, lust, and deception. These spirits can lead us away from God's will and harm our relationships with others. Instead, we are encouraged to seek the fruits of the Spirit, such as love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Galatians chapter 5 verses 22 to 23. By relying on the power of God's Spirit and following His guidance, we can overcome these negative influences and live a life of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment.